So we're there tonight, this afternoon, to show a tool that we are elaborating through Talan. So I'm Anne-Laure, practice manager, and I will present with Remy and Camille from the machine learning team of Talan. We want to present you briefly what the project is, why the project has been made, and what the results will be with a demo. So I will present the introduction, and Camille will give you a demo at the end of the presentation. So we can see that in our nowadays basis use, we have a lot of artificial intelligence all around us. So with the cell phone, with the car, soon, with all our Google application, with the chatbot and things like that. But we are not yet at the time where the robot will stand in front of you and discuss with you as a real person. So we want to use those concepts of artificial intelligence of the nowadays in business problematics. So we have set up a list of problematic that we can address with this tool, like product clustering, maintenance, B2B, B2C behavior, and all the things that a firm will want to know how the customer will react and how they can prevent churn, for example, and things like that. So in our approach of this project, our goal is to make for the marketing teams, sales teams, and other operational teams the thing easier for them to have some results and to have some real and precise cluster or groups of customers or projects that they can use and they can apply in their marketing process. In the project, so we have made all the steps, mathematical steps, that make for them the work easy. The first step is the user entry, because we want for the user to have a friendly interface, to have something that he can relate to when he enters in the tool, that can talk to him and that he can recognize how to enter, how to use his data, and how to process them. So we have made an interface, friendly interface, so that it can be easier and faster also to enter data and let them process behind the scenes. So for this processing behind the scenes, we have the second step, that is the data loading and transformation, because in these steps we do the work. That means that all that the user needs behind to transform the data, to clean the data, to make all the columns proper is already done in these steps. Then we go to the third step, where we can use the model, the more precise model for the kind of data the user enter in the tool. And we have divided them into three main parts. So the text mining for everything on the social media, comments, everywhere you can find comments, you can enter them and we will have the text mining. The second part is the unsupervised learning, where we have choose few algorithms and programize them so that it can be automatic and produce the results. I want to say just like that, but not quite just like that for the moment. The third part will be the supervised learning, where we have set the best statistical ways to treat all the kind of data that we already have. To go further, we have identified few use cases that can enter into these three parts, three cases. The text mining can be used for log, email, and filling treatments through this tool. The second part, we can have in this part the customer profiling and product clustering, like for marketing, for marketing and for everything about around the project and around all the way to choose what to offer to your customers. The third part will be more usable for churn, for scoring, for everything like insurance and bank business. And at this point, I will give the word to Remy.
Thank you, Anne-Laure. So just to continue to what Anne-Laure said, I will explain our tool, how it works in detail. So in our solution, the first thing you will do is to talk with a chatbot. He will ask you to give him data, so you will feed him with data. You will give him a data set. The chatbot will decide whether your treatment it will be unsupervised or supervised, depending on the sentence that you ask him. So if you ask him to do a churn forecast, it will be stored as supervised learning. Just to clarify, if you maybe don't know what is unsupervised and supervised learning. So unsupervised learning is just you have a data set and you want to group your data, but you don't know the internal structure of it. And supervised learning is the same thing, but you group your data knowing the internal structure of your data. So after this, thank you. So after this, our solution will give you the result with a plot and with your data set classified. So just to dig into the unsupervised treatment. So if your chatbot decides that the treatment is unsupervised, the first part will be to give him your data set to feed him, like I said before. The second part will be the pre-processing. So our algorithm will pre-process your data to put it in the correct format in order to give the models, the algorithm to it. So the third part is, as I said, to give the algorithm to apply the models on your data. And the last step is to check which is the best model that the algorithm has applied, because it will apply a lot of models, and we will show to the user just the first or the 3 best models selected by the algorithm. So for the supervised learning, it's currently a work in progress, and if you want, we will give you more information about this process in September of this year. So let's see some results and how it works with real data and real things. So as you may see here, you will give to our chatbot a data set maybe like this one. Maybe you have one of these in your company or in your work. So you have a column that you want to segment, and you have a lot of information to do with it, and you want to see if there is an internal structure in your data and some groups that you want to guess. So now you can see that you will chat with the chatbot. It will ask you what you want to do with your data, and you will just write the sentence that you want. And our algorithm will decide which type of models it is and apply the best models developed by our data scientists. So let's see an example. You may have seen in the stand it's on the B team, the B theme. Let's see this problem. So if there is any data scientist in this audience, please don't mind of what I am going to say. It's not really accurate, but let's see. So you have a group of bees and in a field, maybe, and you want to group the bees in their each hives. So each bee may be part of one hive. So if you look at this problem, maybe if I had to group them, I will make 3 groups. I don't know if you maybe make other repartition, but let's see how our algorithm will do it. So as you see, there is one team, the blue team, which is affected to the blue hive, the yellow team and the red team. And what about the black bees? We will see just now. So the algorithm has done 3 groups. This is a segmentation. So the first group is the blue group, the yellow group, and the red group. They are grouped because the bees have some points in common. So maybe if you have clients, you want to know what are the points in common with your clients. So we have done the same thing with the bees. So what about the black bees? So the black bees are weird bees. They have no team. So they are considered as outliers, so they are not affected to any group, and our algorithm will detect the weird bees and put them in outliers category. So now I will show you a live demo, and Camille will comment it.
Thank you, Remy. So, I'm going to explain you how our tool works. So first you import your data set in CSV. So the data set Remy showed you, and you choose some options, like the separator, for example. Okay. Then you ask the chatbot what you want him to do with your data. So for example, you can put a keyword or a full sentence. For example, here we want him to segment, to do a segment on the data set we just import. Okay. So then you choose a column to do the segmentation. So here we just have one choice for this data set, but well. Then you choose a level of precision. So the higher it is, the longer it will take to make the model. So here we choose 85%. So we do several models. This is the best model. So as you can see, there are 3 clusters that have been identified because you have 3 colors, so in red, in black, and in green. And you can also see the correlation between the variables. For example, the highest correlation between the weight and the length. So if you like this, this model, you can download it, or you can see other models. So let's see. So there are 3 other models, and as you can see, it's from the best to the worst. Like here we have only 2 colors, so it's less good. So if you have a question or if you want more information, you can come and see us. And yeah.